I am so excited about this, and I know you are too, but more importantly, we found pictures of the puppies, and...
I just found the picture of Link on the set. How cute is this?
That's adorable. Well,
you can see.
He honestly, well... Our cover boy.
There's Link.
There he is.
How cute is he?
Oh, that's a great picture.
Yeah. We call him the Claudia Schiffer of dogs. He always seems to be posing. Put this back.
I love it. He doesn't speak German, but he does speak, French. So
he's bilingual. He's
bilingual.
He speaks French and English, yes.
Well, in any language.
And he spells.
Oh, does he really?
Well, he knows when we spell, we're talking about food. So now he's caught on when we spell, we're talking about food. So essentially, he spells.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, speaking of food, if you're not getting fish in your diet, and we have to say, this has been an outstanding day. We wait for this once a year only.
Once a year we do this. And we also, I try to make it a Today Special that if you're someone who only needs to take 1 capsule a day, and that's probably about half the folks who use this will last 2 years.
It will.
You have no worries about potency. This product is fine for 3 years. No problem, no issues whatsoever. Even if it goes longer, it doesn't get damaged or dangerous. It just will slightly begin to lose potency. But what we're talking about here are the omega-3 fatty acids that our body cannot make, that represent 2/3 of the dry weight of our brain, that are even more concentrated in our eyes, that are the most important fatty acids for the functioning of our heart, also lubricating our joints, also that give us beautiful radiant skin and hair. These omega-3s cannot be made by the body. That's why they're called essential omega-3 fatty acids. So just as our body can't make vitamins or minerals, our body cannot make the omega-3 fatty acids. And the benefits of DHA in particular with EPA are the omega-3s that we need to focus on, because the American diet, unless you're eating oily fish every single day, and as many people will say, if you're eating oily fish every single day, it probably means you're eating tuna. And if you're eating tuna, you probably need to worry about your mercury levels. Salmon would be a better choice. Actually, sardines are an interesting choice because sardines are sort of at the bottom of the food chain in terms of fish. So they don't tend to concentrate mercury the way tuna will, or tuna does. So again, the omega-3 fatty acids, if you're not eating a diet that's rich in fish, it's imperative that you either change your diet or you supplement omega-3s. Again, your body can't make them. Your body must have them. Your body can't substitute for them. So over the course of our lifetime, there are consequences from our not getting the omega-3s that we need. And what I always say is the best research in terms of science, we have research that's done in laboratories, say, and there's in vivo, there's in vitro research done in laboratories. But the research I love is epidemiologic research. What epidemiologic research is, it's done by epidemiologists. What they do is they look at large populations and they look at behavior. They look at things that are done, they look at things that are consumed, things that we do, activity, not being active, the foods that we eat. All sorts of things can be the subject of epidemiologic study. And what they observe when they look at omega-3 intake is that it's our heart, our brain, virtually every system in our body benefits from an omega-3 rich diet. Those of us who eat an omega-3 rich diet, those diets support healthier brain function, healthier cardiovascular function, healthier eye function as we age. So it's imperative that we either take a hard look at our diet and make the appropriate changes, or we need to supplement. And what's wonderful about omega-3 supplementation, even though this product, and I'll talk about why it is without question the best in the world and unlike any other omega-3 product you'll find anywhere in the world, it's incredibly affordable. It's affordable year-round. It's less than half the normal price today. So it's a great opportunity to try the world's best omega-3. I'll read you some science, I'll read you some reviews, and you can get a sense of how unique it is.
Absolutely. I mean, we've got a wealth of information to get to. Read those reviews, customer pick on a fish oil product, but here are your choices. So remember, best pricing we've ever seen, more DHA than ever before.
That's right. I forgot to mention this last night. We just changed the formula to improve it further. Now there's 60% DHA. So 60% of the omega-3 in the formula is DHA. The typical formula is 60% EPA out on the market. EPA is not the most important omega-3. DHA is. DHA costs more. The standard industrially produced omega-3 product focuses on EPA. We focus on DHA because that's what represents 2/3 of the dry weight of your brain. That's what's most concentrated in the fragile retina of your eye. That's what goes to work to benefit you in your terms of cardiovascular health. And that's why it's DHA.
And all this without any additives, with any mercury, with any contaminants, and certainly the best pricing ever. So you choose the 30, 90, 180, 360, or 720. Remember, normally this is where we tap out in terms of the size count. 360, well, today and today only, because we wait for this once a year and once a year only, the 720 count, here's where our pricing goes. Here's where our pricing is today. Here's where your savings will be. And we've been saying this since the start, and hopefully if you haven't made your selection, I know you're gonna be compelled, especially when you hear all the information Andrew shares with you. But it's really kind of a BOGO. It's like a buy one, get one, because arguably that 720 count size, which most of us are getting.
And I want everyone to get a sense of it. If we had a large bowl, it would be great, but get a sense of what this is.
Oh my,
Oops, that's how
live
full
TV,
it is.
folks.
So, but even the 720 capsules, that bottle likely weighs somewhere in the neighborhood of a couple of pounds.
Oh, easy.
So you're getting a couple of pounds of omega-3s. So it's to look at an opportunity like this to get also what I'll show again that's very important. If we look on the counter here, these are the typical omega-3s you'll see in a store.
Right.
They give a little bit more than 300 milligrams per capsule. And, oh, we have a jar we could open in a second.
Okay, perfect. Oh, and thank you, Amy Jo.
So as you look here, you're looking at the these two capsules here, that capsule there gives a little over 300 milligrams of omega-3s. The little guy in the middle, that gives 500. That's mine.
Wow.
So our product is in a smaller capsule, yet gives you more. Our product gives you the DHA you want, not the EPA. It gives you both DHA and EPA, of course, because those are the two critical omega-3s from fish oil, but ours gives you 60% DHA, 40% EPA. They flip it the other way.
Right.
Theirs are 60% EPA or 2/3 EPA.
So this is a case, girls, where size does not matter. I'm sorry.
Well, no. It's a case where size does matter.
Size
because
does
when it comes to swallowing a capsule, we want a capsule that's small, easy to swallow. But with my product, normally you'd think, okay, smaller capsule, lower potency. But no, smaller capsule, because the omega-3s are higher quality, you're getting higher potency. And not only that, you're getting a superior balance. And not only that, you're getting natural triglycerides, whereas the typical omega-3 is giving you ethyl esters. So you could go down the list, and ethyl esters aren't as beneficial. Go down the list of unique characteristics of this product, and nevertheless, it's pennies a day. And for the normal person, 500 milligrams is just fine. That is the perfect recommended dose. I'll have some science charts to read about that. For some folks, your cardiologist, your ophthalmologist, your orthopedist might recommend you take 1,000 milligrams. For those of you, you just take 2 capsules a day. But for most of us, 1 capsule, the large size, is a 2-year supply. So that 2-year supply literally ends up costing you just pennies a day.
It does indeed. And in fact, I'm one of those that my doctor recommended that I take 2 a day. Incidentally, she loves his product. And when you see some of the reviews, it's funny because in a lot of them they say truly doctor recommended. And maybe you have tried somebody else's omega. And the reality is when we say Andrew Lessman, which if you haven't met him and if you're stumbling upon us for the very first time, prepare yourself to live your best life ever. These are the world's finest vitamins. We can say hands down, without question, no one is making an omega product like this. No one is following nature's blueprint, so you really reap those benefits of which you speak.
Right. Nothing, and I'll just so you get a sense of the quantity when you're talking 720.
Oh,
and plus you see how pretty the capsules are.
Wow. Oh, Andrew. Oh, wow.
As we overflow.
Does that mean they're up for grabs? I can put them in my handbag now.
Yes, but those look like props. They're so pretty.
They do.
But that's when you use the pure, high-quality oils, natural triglyceride form. The typical omega-3s are a synthetic form called an ethyl ester. The typical omega-3 gives you less DHA. We give you more DHA because that's what you want. We literally reverse the ratios that the typical product provides. And again, ours is in the natural triglyceride form. Ours will be easy to swallow because despite it being higher potency and giving you more per capsule, it's easier to swallow because it's smaller. Also, it will never upset your stomach. Also, it has no fishy aftertaste. Not a reduced fishy aftertaste. Zero, no fishy aftertaste. You will not find reviews on this omega-3 product talking about a fishy aftertaste, except that it doesn't have one. In fact, I have a list here that talks about, I think of the 3,000 or so reviews, 1,000 of the reviews use the word love to describe this product. I think at least 1,000 of the reviews or more talk about no fishy aftertaste. It's a result of over 3 decades of working on making the perfect omega-3 product. We just evolved it again. This is probably in the 30+ years. I wouldn't be surprised if this is somewhere in the 20s of versions of this product. We constantly improve it, and despite our improving it once again, this is the lowest cost we've ever offered. So despite all the qualities I'm talking about, that they're in their natural triglyceride form, unlike most products, that we feature DHA more than EPA, unlike most products, that there will be no fishy aftertaste, that it's a smaller, easier to swallow capsule, that it gives you 500 per capsule, the perfect dose, not 300 per capsule like the typical products. Despite all these things, it's the lowest price it's ever been, and it ends up being pennies a day.
It does indeed. So just as a friendly reminder for you, we are outpacing what we anticipated in terms of the response, and we see you. And especially if you are new to Andrew Lessman, when I say prepare yourself to live your best life ever, no one makes products like his. I hope you can stick around for the 2 hours, because I am so excited about this show. We are jam-packed with goodies. But here again are your choices: the 30, 90, 180, and 360. Now remember, normally that's where we tap out. Normally that's our largest size. So not only is it enhanced, it's more DHA than ever before. The 720 count is only available as a today's special day. And when we keep saying like a buy one, get one free, here's where our pricing will go. So normally
it's the normal pricing.
It's the normal price.
Well, we don't have a 720 count.
Right.
We do that once
a year.
One day per year.
Yeah.
Our normal large is 360. It's a year's supply. But our normal, and that's an incredible price on this product at $159. Today, for $20 less, you get double the size. But what's very interesting, if you even look at the 180 at $89,
oh sure,
for only $50 more, you quadruple the quantity. And again,
for sure,
it's not as though I'm trying to diminish what $50 means. But $50 getting 4 times the quantity means you turn this, instead of a 6-month return on an investment, you get a 2-year return on that investment. So this product continues to be valuable to you for 2 years when you invest $50 more. That's the savings. I was talking about this before the show with Shannon, that when we do this once a year, we basically commit all of our soft gel manufacturing capacity and capabilities to making this one product. The efficiency that comes with that is the savings that this today's special provides. And it's an opportunity for us as a manufacturer to make an incredibly high quality product at a ridiculously affordable price, and to make a product that doesn't just give you all the benefits that your doctors would dream of. And I have dozens, if not hundreds of charts talking about doctors being thrilled with this product. But it doesn't just give you the benefits that we get or we hope to get from an omega-3 product, but it recognizes that omega-3 products are unpleasant typically. Fish oil, we might have memories of childhood with cod liver oil or something like that. Some people just hate the taste of fish anyhow. In fact, a lot of people who love fish, they say, well, I don't like that portion because it had a fishy taste. We like our fish to not be fishy. We like our omega-3s to not be fishy. There's nothing fishy here at all. What we succeeded on doing was we have this specific orange extract that we tried hundreds of different extracts. We have this specific extract that it doesn't just cover the fishy aftertaste or the fishy flavor, the fishy odor. It totally neutralizes it. We end up with no odor whatsoever. Nothing orange, nothing fishy, nothing at all. So there's nothing like this product anywhere.
Absolutely not. And certainly nothing like this savings. I mean, even for us here at HSN, Andrew has a wealth of information. I hope you take time to read the reviews, and I can promise you're going to learn something. But I know for me, this was a game changer. Part of the reason, and by the way, my doctor did recommend that I take 2 a day, and that's my personal situation, which ironically enough, she actually recommended it for my mood, which when we first started selling Omega with Andrew here at HSN. We didn't really talk about that, but that's what she said. I mean, it's good to be a fathead in my world, and you know, I thank her for that.
Absolutely.
But one of the reasons, beyond the obvious, it's 1 day a year, we never do that 720 count, it's an even enhanced, more DHA than ever before, best and most significant savings that we will ever, that we see on this once a year. It's pretty much a buy one, get one free on any of the sizes. Even if you are new to HSN, even if you look at the 30, I mean, honest to goodness, I mean, even on the smaller sizes, it's a buy one, get one.
Essentially buy one, get one free. On the large size, it's better than a buy one, get one free. But if you think that buying an omega-3 product at, you know, the big discount stores, and certainly, you know, we shop for lots of things there,
sure.
But it's not where I shop for vitamins, that you're not going to be getting an omega-3 product that's formulated in the fashion that this product is formulated. This product delivers, again, higher levels of DHA. That is the singular omega-3 fatty acid in our brain, almost exclusively DHA. And it's not there's a little bit of DHA playing a major role. There's a major amount of DHA playing that major role. In fact, 2/3 of the dry weight of our brain is fat. And of that, almost all of it exclusively are phospholipids comprised of DHA. So DHA is the critical defining molecule of the structure of our brain. DHA is the critical defining molecule, along with lutein and zeaxanthin, of the structure of our retina. So you can't and the most important omega-3 in terms of our heart and heart function and health, again, DHA. So DHA is the most important, but in terms of looking at the formulas in the marketplace, looking at 99% of the omega-3 capsules sold in America, EPA is what they focus on, because EPA is cheaper, and EPA is the industrial standard. There's these large industrial companies that are making this industrial commodity omega-3 oil. We do not use the industrial commodity omega-3 oil. We use our own special custom blend that delivers DHA as Mother Nature intends at a higher level, that delivers it in its natural triglyceride form, which is the only form that Mother Nature knows. Typical omega-3 products are not made following that form. But I was just going to read some charts here that give the basics of the formula. Then I'll read some reviews, and then maybe go through some science, because there's great science on memory, concentration, mental acuity, on mood, on a balanced mood. Again, we understand when it comes to our bones that calcium is required to have healthy, functioning bones, that we can't expect a system to function well unless its structure is healthy. There's no organ or system in our body that's more defined by a single molecule than our brain is by DHA. So as important as calcium is for bone, DHA is even more important for our brain and our brain's function, or our eye and our eye's function. So as much as we understand the role of calcium in our bone, we should also not be surprised when we read research about memory, concentration, mental acuity, about the quality of our vision as we age, and its direct association with omega-3 levels in our diet. We shouldn't be surprised, because DHA is the defining structural molecule for our brain and for our eyes. So as we see here, this is just defining this product. Our omega-3 is absolutely guaranteed no fishy aftertaste, no fishy repeat, never an upset stomach, no mercury, lead, or heavy metals. I've been talking about that for decades. I used to get criticism that I was an alarmist. I was raising alarm when it wasn't necessary. We now know that unless omega-3s are made properly, they can be a source of heavy metals or organic contaminants, but not our products. Our products have always, it's something that nothing gets through our doors. Everything, again, it's a custom blend. Unlike typical omega-3s, our products are a custom blend, so everything has to be made specifically to our standards. We're not buying, like all the other companies, from the mass of omega-3 industrially produced oils that are out there. Ours are specifically made for our application and our application only. So as we see here, no contaminants and no enormous capsules, because our oils are more concentrated. Right. You get more in a smaller capsule. All omega-3 fatty acids, whether we like to think we're super healthy or super diet or whatever it might be, there's no exception, cannot be made by the body. You either get them in the diet or you're out of luck and you're going to be facing the consequences. So they only come from diet or supplements. Without adequate omega-3 intake, deficiency or insufficiency occurs. Best results are only achieved when consumed daily. In fact, in talking about something, they talk about the omega-3 index, which is an index that rates someone's omega-3 intake. So the omega-3 index, when we look at the omega-3 index in America, it's pitiful. We do not get the omega-3s we need. In fact, the recommendations when looking at the omega-3 index is that we eat oily fish at least 2 or 3 days a week.
Oh.
And we also supplement.
Oh, wow.
Not either or, but that we also supplement, that we get that oily fish at least 2 or 3 times a week, and we also supplement. And again, supplementation, especially here, it's affordable. It's pennies a day. It takes a few seconds a day. It doesn't require dietary discipline. It doesn't require, I mean, I look at the price of quality fish nowadays.
True.
It's crazy. So fish is very expensive when it comes to protein is always the most expensive component in our diet. Fish just happens to be the most expensive of the expensive component in our diet. But as we continue here, there's only one other ingredient I get to say this about, it's CoQ10. But omega-3 fatty acids, by supplementing them, by increasing their content in our diet, it helps support normal triglyceride levels. That's where they're really at their very best.
Right.
Normal blood pressure levels, normal blood cholesterol levels, normal blood sugar levels. Usually we have a number of factors in our lives that conspire against these things. How wonderful is it to have something that conspires, say our doctor, our medicines we take, that conspire in favor of improving those numbers? Omega-3s are a conspirator that helps improve them. In terms of research, more than 27,200 papers have been published on the benefits of omega-3 fatty acids, including more than 4,950 meta-analyses and systematic reviews, more than 3,300 clinical trials. Most drugs don't have 1 or 2 or 3% of that in terms of clinical trials have been published on the benefits of consuming omega-3 fatty acids. And again, with all due respect to all the incredible research that's been performed, and that research is incredibly important because so many of us need to see it, and it's what's informing us in terms of the specific benefits to our brain and concentration and mental acuity and mood and eye function. But if you simply look at the structure of our body, if you simply look at the structure of our brain and the structure of our eye and the structure of our heart and other systems in our body, it's absolutely inescapable. And if you look at just the studies of large populations where they look at what they eat and they look at how they live and they look at their health, there's no question that if you want to live a long, healthy life, and you want to have a brain that follows you and your heart and eyes follow you into that long, healthy life in good health, you eat a diet rich in omega-3 fats. It's been well established.
Well, and it's never been more cost effective. I mean, one of the things that I think of when Andrew was talking about the cost of fish, I made a tuna niçoise last night. The little tuna fillet that I bought was almost $13. Like the one little, that's one meal. It was wonderful, but I can tell you for...
And you live in Florida,
right,
where fish we find here is more affordable.
Right.
You leave Florida and fish becomes extremely expensive.
For sure. But so yeah. I guess my whole point is we need these. They are essential to a good life, and we're just not getting them. And we're certainly not getting them at the levels, and we're certainly not getting them in the kind of efficacy with no mercury, no contaminants, I mean, nothing of any kind with the DHA. So even if you factored all that out, you know you should be taking omegas, and that's why I say if you're new to HSN, I would love for you to discover us through Andrew Lessman. When people always say, what should I try from HSN? I always say, you have to try your vitamins because it really will transform your life. But even if you factored out all the things that Andrew just described, and there's a wealth of information we haven't even gone through yet, if it repeats on you, who cares? Who cares how good it is for my heart or for my gums or for my brain or for my mood or for my skin or for my joints? I mean, seriously, if it makes your stomach hurt, who cares? And that's the other key thing about this. It's a pleasure to take. I mean, I know Andrew's heard me tell this story, but I actually write down when I take some of my Andrew Lessman vitamins because I forget, because there is no repeating, there is no stomach ache, there is no, you know, kind of after the fact. But for today and today only, remember, we wait for this. You choose your size of choice. Any single one of these, even in some of the introductory sizes, are a buy one, get one. Well, most of us are doing that $7.20 though.
And what's also, I mentioned it last night, with the 720 as well, the typical vitamins sold in America, people are buying 30, 60, 90 capsule supplies. That means to equal, say, a 2-year supply, 720 capsules. And with their capsules, actually, you have to take 2 to equal what we have. But if you're looking at that, that means dozens of bottles have to be purchased. If they're being shipped to you, dozens of shipments have to take place. If you're picking them up at the store, dozens of visits to the store. There's all of this additional packaging. It's just the 720 or the 360 just is not just so much more affordable and economical, it's so much more environmentally sound as well. Less waste, less fuel being burnt to deliver them to your home, because again, so many people are buying things directly online, and you're not also going to be finding a vitamin like this online. And again, there's all sorts of fascinating stuff available online. So again, and what other vitamin company do you have the founder who's been making an omega-3 product for 40 years? My first omega-3 products was introduced in 1979, long before anyone really talked about them. So we've been doing this for 40 years. The products evolved in that time and only improved in that time. And not only has it improved qualitatively, it's more economical than it's ever been. It's more affordable today than it's ever been. It's lower cost per capsule than it's ever been. So it's a better product than it's ever been. And it's a more affordable product than it's ever been. It is.
Hey, just as an aside, and I know we have exceeded our expectations, and I think because we all get it, the interesting thing for me is not only once you try it, you're hooked, but part of the reason most of us are doing that 720 count size, and I will tell you, as per usual, more than 4 to 1, people are doing that 720 count size is, Andrew has a lot of wonderful products. I mean, he really does. All of them are head and shoulders above what's available in the industry when we, compare, features and benefits. However, we can say without question, every single member of your family can benefit from this. So every single member of your family can benefit from this. That's part of the reason that we are mostly going for that 720 count size, because I don't care if it's your son, your daughter, your sister-in-law, your husband, yourself, we can all benefit from this. So when we talk about universally, if you want to live your best life ever, essential to good life, no better place to start. And again, no other omega product like it in the market, anywhere at any price, and our best price ever.
And plus we make them.
True.
So they're not made by anyone else.
Nope.
The typical supplements, the most popular brands out there in the world, are not made by the brand. They're made by someone for the brand. They're made by contract manufacturers who have no direct relationship with that typical brand. So that's just the nature of things. So unfortunately, that is the nature of things. With my product, we make it. We make all of the products you see. That's the nature of how we go about doing things. And our products are made in a facility that has no carbon footprint. So it's the most environmentally responsible manufacturing facility in my industry, probably in any industry. And also, for every bottle of vitamins that you purchase, we send 3 bottles of prenatal vitamins to a needy mother somewhere in the world, 1/4 of those right here in America. So we try to be responsible. But I was going to read some reviews and then get into some of the science. But if we look at these reviews here, essential omega-3, best fish oil in the world. It doesn't taste fishy. We don't gag anymore while taking a fish oil supplement. My husband and I both take it. We won't be without it.
Sure.
The only fish oil that worked for me, our family has been ordering Maximum Essential Omega-3 for 6 years. I still remember the time when I tried a few store-bought brands and had to abandon them within a few days. They would cause stomach pains and fishy burps. When I tried this one, no such problems. I've stuck with it ever since. Andrew's Omega-3 has worked consistently. Benefits include better ability to handle stress, sharpness of the brain and vision, relief in joint discomfort. Thank you, Andrew.
Nice.
Best omega-3 product ever. I've been using this product for many years and feel confident that it is contributing to my overall good health as a 70+ female. I recommended it to my grown daughter and son-in-law who are also taking it and love the fact that there is no aftertaste. Thank you for such a great product.
Can I just point out though, I mean, so she's 70+ and then her daughter, her son-in-law. So when we say everyone in the family loves and benefits from this.
And these are products that, again, typically folks end up changing vitamins constantly because they're so disappointed. They cause upset stomach, other issues, or they just don't notice a difference. This is a product where you don't notice the negatives and you appreciate the positives, that there truly is no omega-3 product like it. And the funny thing is, out in the marketplace, all of the kind of the big box retailers, all of the grocery stores, pharmacies that sell all the standard brands, they'd like you to think that all omega-3s are created equal, because they're just all hoping that people are going to kind of rotate through all their brands and buy the cheapest, or buy whichever one says it has 1,200 milligrams of fish oil. You don't want fish oil. You're looking for the omega-3s in fish oil. The number that's associated with fish oil is irrelevant and immaterial. The number you focus on is on the back of the label, at least on most products, and on the back of the label it tells you how much omega-3 you're getting. The most important number is how much DHA you're getting, and that's the number where we shine, because we make sure that we focus on DHA, and I always have. For 40 years, it was a struggle for me to make our omega-3 product, because we had to get a special oil made for us that provided extra DHA. Because for 40 years, I have known that DHA is the principal fatty acid in our brain, that DHA is the principal fatty acid in our eye, in our heart. So if I was going to make an ethical, an honorable, an honest omega-3 supplement, I had to focus on DHA. Everyone else who focuses on EPA is just buying the same commodity-based stuff that's out there. That's not how we make an omega-3 product. And we make sure that not only does it deliver on the science in terms of DHA, but it delivers on the experience in terms of you're never having to worry about an upset stomach, or having difficulty swallowing it, or ever tasting a fishy taste. Ever.
Absolutely. It's so interesting. We could do the entire show with just reviews. I mean, we could, and we do. And the thing is, I think for a lot of us, I know we all watch, we listen, and we learn from Andrew, but, you know, we always say God helps those who help themselves, and this is an amazing, really one-of-a-kind opportunity to empower yourself to your better health in really every aspect of living a better life. You just happen to be doing it for the lowest price that we will offer, for the lowest price that we've ever offered. I mean, for the best configuration, more DHA. Remember the 720 size for today and today only. Any one of these, including some of the introductory sizes, are a buy one, get one. It's actually better than a buy one, get one on the 720.
And it's a 2-year supply. It's funny, I've had people comment that if they get that, that means that next year, when you do this Today Special next year, they're not going to have to buy. I said, that's fantastic.
Right.
They could go and buy themselves another supplement, or buy something nice for themselves, but that's great.
It's true.
By getting the 720, you save. And if you take one capsule, you're going to be fine for 2 years. If you share it, you'll be fine for 1 year. If you take 2 capsules, you'll be fine for 1 year. Either way, it's a great investment. It's pennies a day, and it provides you an omega-3 supplement that I wish I could say you'd find something like it somewhere else, but you will not, because something like this does not exist out in the marketplace. But I was going to read a few more reviews. Really haven't gotten through them. So,
like I said, I could listen to these all hour.
No, for me, they're my inspiration.
Right.
Best fish oil. Another one of my favorite vitamins from Andrew. I've been using this for quite a few years, and it's the only fish oil that is easy to take with no fishy burps. I take it twice a day, and it has helped to get my triglyceride numbers down. I stock up with the big bottle when he has it for a Today's Special, so I'm sure Daisy May is stocking up today.
Exactly.
Bar none, the best fish oil. I've been buying Andrew's Maximum Essential Omega-3 fish oil for years now. It's the best. My husband and I both take it. No more fishy taste and no more gagging when you take Andrew's fish oil. And again, it's a product that if you look at the reviews, almost 90% are 5-star reviews. You can see the graphic on the screen. 3,300 customer reviews, 2,800, more than 2,800 are 5-star reviews. So that means almost 90% are 5-star reviews. And if you take in 3, 4, and 5-star reviews, it's about 97%.
That's wild.
So good, excellent, and perfect reviews. So as you see here, excellent. I love this product. All 3 of my family members take this. Our doctor told us to take an omega-3 with higher DHA. That's a smart doctor. And this one has it. Plus, there is no burping up, and it's easy to take smooth capsules. Daily must. My doctor told me to keep taking these. He said they were really helping me and that my blood is doing much better since I began taking them. Keep up the good work, Andrew, from an avid fan of your products from Garnet in Colorado.
Nice.
Good. I do like this product. My eye doctor told me to start using these. We hear from eye doctors, we heard from psychiatrists, we heard from cardiologists. I had my blood tested and my lipids had improved. I will continue taking these. taking them. Great product. I take the Maximum Essential Omega-3 twice a day as recommended by my doctor. I've never had an aftertaste because I take it either before a meal or after a meal. She's never had an aftertaste, not because before or after a meal, because the product is made to have no aftertaste. Research has shown that omega-3s can help lower your cholesterol and helps overall cardiovascular health. The medical community is finally getting on board about the benefits of alternative supplements. And it's not really an alternative supplement. Omega-3s are defined as essential. Every physician knows that. Also, every physician knows that Americans are not getting them in their diet. So as we continue, trusted products. I have full faith and trust in all of Andrew Lessman's products. This product is easy to take, has absolutely no fishy taste, and my doctor recommended taking some type of fish oil to improve my health. I chose an Andrew Lessman product because I know it's of the highest quality and I can totally trust it from Gary in Washington. Just, I have to say that if someone's doctor isn't recommending an omega-3 supplement, hopefully it's because you're already eating fish oil on a daily basis. If you eat a healthy diet rich in fruits and vegetables, guess what? As healthy as that is, you do not get the omega-3s we're talking about here today. Unfortunately, the only omega-3 available from a vegetable source that's typical in our diet is alpha-linolenic acid. And alpha-linolenic acid, I have a chart here. These first charts talk about how environmentally responsible we are in harvesting our fish oil, so you don't have to worry about the environment because we do. So we're exceedingly careful. But if you look at sort of the way our body, at the pinnacle of the omega-3 table, the most important is DHA. And docosahexaenoic acid is also something that we have in our product as well. We have DHA, we also have DPA, and we also have, of course, EPA. Most products deliver this. This is the most valuable. That's the most important. And this cannot be made that easily into this, but this can easily be converted. As they say, things go downhill easily. Right. So DHA goes downhill easily to there. This goes uphill in a very difficult fashion. And at the very bottom is the vegetable source omega-3, alpha-linolenic acid. Then it has to be converted to stearidonic acid, then icosapentaenoic acid, then icosapentaenoic acid, then docosahexaenoic acid, and so on up to DHA. This is the top of the pyramid. Right. This is the bottom. These are the three that you want. Unfortunately, this is not as valuable to your body, and unfortunately, this is the typical omega-3 found in supplements. I was going to say, so the other omegas, they flip the chart. They're actually doing it in reverse. And it's not as though the makers of these supplements have made a bad decision to include more EPA. They just made a bad decision to be the same as all the others using the standard commodity-based omega-3. Right. So when the industry that makes these fish oils that go into these products set out to make their material, it's typically an ethyl ester, and it's 60% or more EPA. Right. Whereas if you look out in nature, it's the flip. It's 60% DHA. That's what my product is. It's much more expensive to do that. Our product is a custom blended balanced formula. If you look at the other formulas in stores, you'll see almost all of them are 60-40, are 60% EPA, 40% DHA. I would say that 99% of the capsules consumed in America contain a ratio of 60% or more EPA to the balanced DHA. So our product is part of that tiny little less than 1%. But you see what I mean? This is such a great education. And that, of course, is part of what Andrew Lessman does and does so well, because I didn't know that. Maybe you didn't know that. So sometimes we think, okay, I'm doing what I should be doing. Yeah, it makes my stomach hurt when you're taking somebody else's product, but I'm getting what I want. Those big old horse pills that are making me a little sick to my stomach, but I'm getting what I want. I didn't know. I mean, did you know? And, you know, it's kind of like that phrase, when you know better, you do better. And it's really hard to say no to this. And I know, especially when you consider the science, I know I already mentioned this, but my doctor told me that I should be taking this for my mood. And I know I can tell a difference when I'm not getting my omegas, because I'm not eating, I love fish, but I'm not, you know, again, I'm not eating it like I should be. Unfortunately, that's the case with most Americans. Right. We were always a meat-eating country, and now we, of course, eat more chicken and things like that. True. So fish is a minority of the animal protein we consume consume. And as I said before, the most expensive component in our diet is that high quality protein. And fish is very expensive. It's also not traditionally consumed in high volumes here. And mostly if you're consuming a lot of fish, it's tuna fish. And tuna fish also is going to be high in mercury.
Gotta watch.
They're the big fish, the older fish, they tend to, over the course of their lifespan, concentrate heavy metals like mercury. So we have to be cognizant of that. So with this product, there's no risk or issue of heavy metals or contaminants whatsoever. We've been making our product and monitoring its purity since the day I started doing this 40 years ago. So this is a product unlike any other in terms of all the disciplines that define a quality omega-3 product. I just going to read some science because I talked last night about the science. We emphasize the science on the brain. Yes. And how, not surprisingly, DHA being 2/3 of the dry weight of the brain essentially, but DHA can affect how our brain functions, especially as we age in terms of memory, concentration, mental acuity. And if we love our brain and love our life, then we really need to nourish our body with the vital essential components like the omega-3s that make up the basic structure of the brain. But there are other areas, and this is one I just thought was kind of fun. This is clinical interventions in aging. This prospective study, prospective means they look forward. They start giving something to someone and they look forward at what's going to happen, rather than a retrospective study. This prospective study carried out in a large clinical series of patients with dry eye symptoms. Something unbelievably common, dry eye symptoms. Many of us don't even know. It's just something that as we get older, our eyes don't tend to secrete tears in the same quantity or in the same ratio of components. Shows that dietary supplementation with omega-3 essential fatty acids, antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals was useful to improve dry eye symptoms. Top of the list is omega-3s. Clinical interventions in aging, dietary supplementations with polyunsaturated fatty acids, with DHA, EPA, yields positive results in the improvement of dry eye signs and symptoms. And it seems that DHA and EPA may constitute the most effective treatment. And this is something that's not necessarily a disease or anything like that, but it's part of the human condition. And what an incredibly unexpected benefit. And here, in a study carried out using data with the Women's Health Study, in which 4.7% of the sample of 32,470 women aged 45 to 84 reported dry eye, a higher dietary intake of omega-3 fatty acids, particularly DHA, was associated with a lower prevalence of dry eye. That's when I love to talk about large population studies, epidemiology, including a 68% reduction in women who consumed 5 to 6 servings per week compared to 1 serving per week of tuna fish, which is one of the largest contributors of omega-3 fatty acids in the typical American diet. We'll do one more. The use of omega-3 fatty acid supplementation as effective therapy for dry eye syndrome is also supported by data of 2 meta-analyses. A meta-analyses where they look at a large number of clinical studies and combine the data and analyze the data. So ultimately, whether it's our dry eye, we talk about, normally when we're talking about omega-3s in the eye, we're talking about quality of vision. We're talking about eyes that age in a more healthy fashion. Now we're talking about something as simple as dry eye, which most of us as we age, just go to a supermarket or a pharmacy and look at the aisle full of saline drops and drops and things like that. And again, this is not a drug or a medicine, but omega-3 fatty acids are the preferred lipid-based lubricant in our body. So whether we're thinking about radiant hair or skin, or we're thinking about eyes that aren't dry, we're thinking about omega-3 fatty acids. So it's not just the predominant molecule in our brain or the predominant molecule in the retina of our eyes, but also part of the lubricating system for our eyes. So,
see, and we truly can only scratch the surface in terms of the information that really will compel you to take this product. And what's interesting is, of course, wildly popular, as many of you know, 720 count size, of course, abundantly the most popular today. You just choose 30, 90, 180, 360, or 720. Pricing goes here. Here's your pricing today. Here's your savings. And because, again, The health benefits are absolutely staggering and overwhelming. If you're gonna take anybody's Omega product, please, I encourage you to try this one because it is head and shoulders, it is above anything else that you've ever seen. When I said we've only scratched the surface in terms of the information that really makes me compelled to take this, I do take it and I know I'm getting mine, and if you haven't grabbed yours yet, we would certainly recommend that because most of us are doing that large count, but regardless, even if you do some of what we call the introductory sizes, it is pretty much a buy one, get one. So thank you again. We've got much more to come, some fun stuff planned for you.
The only thing, it's funny, I should, one of these days, I should just record a long video for the Today Special that will be longer than any show. For those of you that really are curious, where I really go through a large number of reviews, and it can just be available online, and I go through all the science charts because I've got probably 100 charts on the science talking about research, whether it's your joints, whether it's hearing, whether it's eye function, whether it's the skin and hair. That's just a long list of science and research studies talking about different systems of the bodies. But our time is limited, so I try to do the best I can. And I'd love to read all the reviews because virtually every review from this product is a positive review. As I said before, I think positive reviews are about 97 or 98%, which is unheard of.
It is indeed.
Yes.
And remember too, we do an abbreviated airing in our next hour. So just, you know, I know there's a lot of information that we don't get to, but
very abbreviated.
Very abbreviated.
And then we just have one more this evening.
I know, that's it.
That's it.
And by the way, everything, of course, a 30-day money-back guarantee
on
as
everything.
well, on absolutely everything.
If you're trying it for the first time and you don't believe, despite the fact that you could read 3,000 reviews, and of those reviews, over 1,000 of them talk about no fishy aftertaste. Over 1,000 of them say they love the product. They actually use the word love.
They do.
Over 1,000 say great. So even if you doubt all of that great science or all that great reviews and you doubt the science, it's still unconditional money back guarantee. That's one of the wonderful things about shopping in this day and age. Shopping here at HSN is that HSN's been around for
over 41 years?
41 years. Yeah. I've been around for 40 years. Well, my company's been around for 40 years. Obviously, I'm only a little bit older than that.
Exactly. We always say like in utero.
Yes, these were prenatal vitamins for me.
Yes, they were.
But so you can count on us not going anywhere, and that we have no questions asked. And despite my always reminding everyone that they have their money back guarantee, and we always do that all the time, because it's part of what distinguishes us, we have the lowest return rate by far of any products here at HSN.
And #1 product, #1 reorder, because you see and feel a difference. Well, calling all of our chocoholics out there, this is our monthly special, and if you have not tried this yet, I think we all can appreciate, we love yummy, decadent, creamy chocolate. Well, this is that, and then some. In fact, it goes head to head with those little sweet little chocolate squares and those little gold wrappers that sell for $4 and $5 a piece. But this, my friends, also happens to lower your
40
cholesterol.
cents a piece.
40 cents a piece.
In the large size, it's 40 cents a piece.
That's crazy.
You could pay that much for the cholesterol lowering ingredient in each square. And again, obviously, I don't have the advertising budgets of those other companies, so we don't have to factor that in because I basically have no advertising budget. So the only thing we have is the cost involved in producing the product. And we started with the world's finest chocolate. I shop chocolate from all over the world, hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands of different varieties of chocolate. We tried from Africa, from South and Central America, from Asia. What I found was that the chocolate for South and Central America, it was less bitter. I love the dark, rich flavor of chocolate. I'm someone who's always liked milk chocolate, but I don't like that bitterness. So I love the rich flavor, but not the bitterness. Our dark chocolate delivers that rich flavor, but not the bitterness. And then the cholesterol-lowering ingredient, it functions the way the milk fat functions in milk chocolate. If you wonder why milk chocolate is so creamy, it's because of the milk. It's because of the creamy milk fat that's in the milk chocolate. The cholesterol-lowering ingredient we add to our chocolate, it looks and behaves like fat. So there's a little of it in this glass. If I hold this glass, there's only a very little of it in this glass. I guess they couldn't spare it. But what you'll see is it will, if I just turn it upside down, it'll eventually start. It's cold in the studio.
It is cold in the studio.
So it's moving slowly. I don't want to get it on my hand because it's like fat if I get it on my hand. So my point is it behaves exactly like fat and behaving exactly like fat, it makes our dark chocolate just have the texture of milk chocolate. And it has the texture of milk chocolate without the health consequences, without the calories of the fat in milk chocolate. So it still ends up being exceedingly low in calories, 26 calories per square. It's low in sugar. At 26 calories, the levels of sugar present, in fact, our 91% could be labeled sugar-free. It's so low in sugar. Even our 74% only has 1.4 grams of sugar per square. So it's an amazing product that delivers the levels of sugar and carbohydrate that you seek, the flavor you seek, and at 40 cents a square, an absolute bargain. And what we did, this is the Today Special price. We had contemplated making it a Today Special alongside the omega-3. I decided not to because this goes away at April 30th, this goes away until October, sometime in October. So I didn't think it was fair to just have one day as your last opportunity to stock up for summer. So we're doing it for the entire month. You have the Today Special price.
Absolutely. So again, you just choose your chocolate size of choice. But we have the 30-piece count, 60-piece count, the 120, and then 300. I have to show you this 300 size because calling all chocoholics for sure. Look at this big jug. That's shipped to you for free, by the way, and at a flex pay of a little over $30. But Colleen had an excellent description last night, if you didn't hear it. You basically just, so you choose how many packets or how many, squares you would like, but then you choose the level, how chocolatey you want it. And I think that was a perfect way to describe it because America is probably used to the 66, right? And then there's...
Well, that's milk chocolate.
That's milk chocolate.
And most Americans love milk chocolate.
They do.
And again, that's why I thought this product wouldn't be well reviewed. But I believe of the reviews on this product, 70% of the reviews for a dark chocolate, 70% of the reviews are perfect reviews. And positive reviews are almost 90%.
They are.
And to think in America where most people prefer a milk chocolate, a not very rich milk chocolate. And this is, and the reason why is the texture of this is like milk chocolate.
It is.
Even the 91%, now, before I want to bite into this, but before I do, just what I'll do is I'll break the square. And in breaking the square, normally when you look at dark chocolate, when you break it, it's kind of white and fragmented and dry. And this is creamy. And even though it's cold in the studio, it just melts in your mouth.
It does.
Exactly like milk chocolate.
It's so creamy.
The 74% is the happy medium.
Right.
The 91%, my mom always told me never to talk with my mouth full. Here, I'm doing it on live TV. Hi, Mom. The 91% that's almost a completely pure extract of the cocoa bean at 91%. And of course, the 66% is the most mild. And this is such rich, creamy chocolate that you just can't help but salivate when you eat it. It's not that dry, crispy, dark chocolate.
No.
It's creamy. Even the 91% is creamy milk chocolate.
It is. So remember, it goes away sadly after April. So it's today's special price. You just pick how chocolatey you would like it and then how many packets you'd like or squares. And
most people probably think, because I'm some vitamin guy making chocolate and adding some cholesterol ingredient to it, it somehow damaged the chocolate. It's not going to be as tasty as other chocolates. It's better than the chocolate on its own. And there is literally no dark chocolate that you will try, that you will buy, that you will enjoy more than this. And at 26 calories, and at the price it is today, just try it at home. There's a complete money-back guarantee. If you don't love it, you send it back. But as with everyone who's tried it, you will love it.
I'm taking some for the road.
Yeah, okay. I won't tell. No one knows.
All right, well, free shipping. I know we have to scoot along. I seriously am. I'm taking like a couple for the road. Okay, so I'm also getting my steps in. We do have a lot to get to. Don't tell security. Shh, it's our secret.
Yes.
I know.
So speaking about delicious.
Oh, I know.
Because this is the time of year when a lot of people decide to focus on diet, even more so than the beginning of the year. We're getting close to summer. In many parts of America now, it's finally a bit easier to get outside and exercise. It's been a crazy winter. The nature of weather just all over the place. Seems like no matter where you are, you weren't exempt from some craziness this winter. So things are calming down.
Right.
So it's easier to get outside and exercise. So people start to think more about perhaps losing weight, getting fit. So our meal replacement, something we typically feature in January, our meal replacement, it's more affordable than anything else you're going to find. It's the lowest calorie meal replacement on the market. The biggest investment in this product, despite the quality of soy protein, and we use soy protein specifically because if you look at protein, we have a whey protein product, we even have a whey protein version of this.
Right.
But if you look at the science on weight loss, soy protein is the most effective protein in terms of supporting weight loss. And then when you look at this product, the biggest investment we make is in flavor, because we realize if it doesn't taste great, no matter how much this product can help you lose weight, help you manage your weight, you're not going to use it unless it's delicious.
Do we have the pina colada?
Oh yeah, we have the pina colada. Oh. We completely sold that out the last time. The pina colada is...
I'm excited.
We don't offer that throughout the year.
I know.
In January, we only offer chocolate vanilla coffee. So we have the pina colada. So we have, today we have the berry, and we also have the pina colada. And the pina colada is, it's rich, it's delicious. Shall we mix one of those?
Oh, let's do it, because I've been waiting for that to come back. I mean, no kidding. Okay, perfect. Because when I saw it out here, I'm like, are you sure we have it? So pina colada, the mixed berry, and then the classics, if you will, the chocolate, the vanilla, or the coffee. Then, of course, you pick how many servings.
Well, the smell, right? It smells like pineapple and coconut.
It makes me happy. No, I'm serious. I opened up that jar. It smells like summer.
Yeah, and we,
you know, like sunshine.
The last time we featured this in the fall,
I know.
It completely, the pina colada completely sold out.
I know. Oh, I can't believe it's back. Okay.
And I put 2 scoops in there, not because with 1 scoop, it's more than enough flavor. In fact, the one complaint we get about these products is there's too much flavor, too much sweetness. But then they go further.
They do.
So it's a better investment for you. If there's not enough flavor, if there's not enough sweetness, you're lost.
Right.
But if we, just looking at the pina colada, just to show you how easily these products blend. You don't need a blender. It's just, here you go with a spoon.
Oh my
and
goodness.
In, what, a matter of 3, 4, 5 seconds?
Wow.
2 scoops are completely blended.
I know. So you can have a pina colada at work and you won't get in trouble. Oh my gosh. I was hoping you would have that over. Okay. Oh,
it tastes like
smell this.
fresh pineapple with a hint of coconut. So, and all the flavors are like that. Our vanilla, our chocolate, we use 3 different forms of chocolate. The coffee, the coffee's made from real coffee, so it has caffeine. So as I said before, the numbers, it's like a mini multivitamin mineral supplement in each of these. So you get complete nutrition in each of these. You get the best protein for weight loss. It mixes instantly. I've been on traveling, I've mixed it in a hotel with my finger, with my toothbrush, with the back of my shaver, you name it. It mixes so easily. It's unlike any other product in that regard as well. And then in terms of flavor, I learned initially when I first started making these products over 30 years ago, that no matter how perfectly I made it from a dietary, nutritional, scientific standpoint, if I didn't invest in flavor, and it took me a decade or 2 to learn that lesson and to hear the criticism, if I didn't invest in flavor, the product was a failure. No matter how scientifically perfect it would be a failure. So we finally invested in flavor, and despite that huge investment in flavor, you're talking about less than $1 a meal. You're talking about 80 cents a meal in the large size. So it's probably less expensive than the bottle of water that we used.
That's no joke.
Or the milk you might mix it with, or the non-fat milk, the yogurt, whatever you choose, soy milk, whatever you choose to mix it with, it mixes perfectly. And because it's the world's lowest calorie, the fruit you add, whatever the nut butter you might add, whatever you might add, still makes it low enough that it's a meal replacement that absolutely positively supports weight loss.
Absolutely. I'm telling you, once you try these, they're real, I mean, this is going to sound kind of weird, but they're slightly addictive in a way. I mean, you really do, because you kind of crave that.
Well, they're designed,
mouthfeel.
When I designed these, I had a target. I went out and I looked at the most delicious chocolate shake at a fast food restaurant. Yeah. The most delicious coffee smoothie at that coffee place. And all we did was we spared no expense to emulate those flavors. We then put the best protein in to support weight loss. We made sure it was low sugar, low carb, low fat, low sodium, no trans fats, no saturated fat, no cholesterol. So we made it nutritionally perfect from that standpoint, but we also made it so rich in flavor that you'd swear it was decadent. You'd swear that it had to have 10 times the calories it contains. Like some of those beverages actually do contain 10 times the calories of this without any of the nutrition. And they cost more.
They do.
So if you buy those things, they cost several dollars. They don't have the nutrition this contains, and arguably this tastes better. You could add ice to this, you could add non-fat milk, you can make it richer, add different things. The vanilla, we put frozen berries in it, frozen banana, it's incredible. So you could do whatever you like.
And you know what, and you feel like you've blown it, like you have, I mean, seriously,
and I'm not sure of the quantity we have available on the pina colada.
I know.
So that's the one that's going to be limited again. The berry is great.
Right.
The pina colada, if you're someone who loves pineapple, and I love, and I happen to like pineapple a lot.
I do
Pineapple
too.
and papaya are two of my favorite fruits. They also contain, not necessarily the product does, but pineapple itself when you eat it, it has digestive enzymes, which are beneficial proteolytic enzymes.
Right.
So, but again, our pina colada tastes like a tropical holiday.
You're gonna feel like you're on vacation, like you're on a beach. All right, so again, just pick your serving size. Oh, great pricing. By the way, the free shipping really pays for itself too, because you know these are weighty to ship.
These are heavy.
They are.
So it's several pounds each, and everything. All of my products, so if you at hsn.com, even if it's not on television, all of the products have free shipping and handling. All of my products during a visit are all at special pricing. So it's all at visit pricing. So whatever you have to reorder, do it now, not when I've left, because when I've left, it goes back to the HSN price.
For sure. And of course, you're always welcome to shop 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, but just save a pina colada for me. No, I'm serious in every respect. All right, we are moving along. My girl, Marielle, is back looking fabulous as always, darling.
You too.
If you have not met Marielle, where have you been, for heaven's sake? Of course, cordon bleu trained, beautiful Marielle is not only responsible for these cookbooks that they're all customer picks. They all have